What's up everyone, this is Marky2200 here, welcome back to my Need for Speed testing series, where today we'll be ranking all the rear-wheel drive supercars in Need for Speed Pro Street from worst to best based on their grip capabilities. As usual, all the cars have been upgraded with stage 3 performance and handling packages, running manual gearbox, and all the cars have been tuned properly. Tunes of every car are in the description down below. With that said, let's see which of these rear-wheel drive supercars is the worst for grip races. And then at number 9 we have the Aston Martin DBR9. The car did a 135.75 and this car has too much understeer in low speed corners and too much downforce in high speed corners. It is really only decent to drive in medium speed corners. You can't tune this car, can't use knobs, so you can't do anything about it. At number 8 we have the 911 GT2, and although this car is very powerful, it handles absolutely terrible. It just does not turn, especially in like medium and low speed corners. In this hairpin you see right now, it just would not turn at all. Coming at number 7 we have the 911 GT3, which is quite funny because this car is supposedly slower than the GT2. But overall, this car feels alright. It's nothing special. I mean, it's somewhat powerful. It's clearly less powerful than GT2, but it handles much better. And that alone increases the lap time with about 3 seconds. And that's quite a lot. Coming at number 6 we have the Carrera GT. While it's overall a good car, I expected more, especially from the handling and the brakes. My god, the brakes were absolutely terrible. It is what it is, it sounds good, it looks good, but it wouldn't be my first choice. Coming in at number 5 we have the 911 GT3 RS, and this is basically the last car before moving to, like, I would say, the incredible top tier. It's pretty much what you would expect. It's a 911 GT3 with much better handling. It handles super nicely, it's super neatly, it's super responsive, and I genuinely love this car. It's a 127.60. That's something to keep in mind when we move into the next tier of cars, because next up we have at number 4 the Ford GT with a 121.81. This car is absolutely amazing. It sounds amazing, looks amazing, goes like a train. My only complaint about this car is that there is too little rear downforce at high speed corners, making it quite easy to spin out. And the gear gaps are too long, but it is what it is. Coming at number 3 we have the Pagani Zonda F, which did a 120.19. I love this car. This car is, well, it's a less powerful version than the Ford GT, so on tracks like Willow Springs or the Texas Oval Speedway, I'm sure the Ford GT will do better, but it's basically a less powerful version than the Ford GT that doesn't want to kill you in high speed corners. It's very forgiving, very stable, very user friendly, and that's why I think it's the more popular choice. At number 2, I mean, these two cars are just in a tier of their own. At number 2 we have the CCX with a 112.45. At this point it's not so much about the car, it's much about more your commitment. I mean, the car will do it. It's basically, do you commit yourself turning in at high speed corners, trusting the grip, trusting the downforce, or just do you back off a little bit and take it the safe way and the easy way? Because this car will do it. But this car is an animal, but not so much as an animal as number 1. The McLaren F1 with a 19.77. If the CCX was an animal, this car is an absolute monster. The McLaren F1, it truly lives to its name, because this car generally feels like a Formula 1 car, an F1 car. I mean, a 109.77. That alone says enough. I mean, the grip is astonishingly amazing. The power is genuinely amazing. I mean, this car has got 6 gears, but you can tune it in such a way that you only need 4 gears and it will go through those gears like nothing else. And the brakes are amazing. The grip is there, it doesn't want to kill you, and it basically is like all about commitment, like the CCX. Do you commit yourself in high-speed corners? Because it will make the turn. It will make the turn. You just need to get the perfect line, the perfect commitment, and you need the balls to do it, because I mean, the 911 Turbo, the fastest for the all-drive supercars, did a 125.90 something, and then the CCX did a 112.45, and then McLaren F1 a 19.77. That difference is like a year in terms of racing. But I mean, I knew going into testing in general, I knew that the McLaren F1 would be the fastest. But I mean, the difference between the 911 Turbo, which before this episode was the fastest, which is a 125.97, and then the McLaren F1 a 19.77. It is just truly astonishing what this car can do. But yeah, that's it. Those were all the rear-wheel drive supercars in Need for Speed Pro Series from worst to best, with the McLaren F1 being the best. If you've liked this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you wish to stay updated on all my future videos, consider subscribing. The next testing video will be all the rear-wheel drive supercars ranked from worst to best based on the drag capabilities. Until then, this has been Marky2200. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you very soon. Take care.